Bets and Analysis Monday, November 11th. Another winning week in the books. 2-1 weekend, 4-2 weekend, close to $7,000 profited, guys. 14 winning weeks out of the last 16 weeks. And that's the beauty about joining a team that believes in investing and not gambling, guys. If you got the remainder of the year pass, you are up big, guys. NBA starts 5-1, and today we have a big NBA play lined up for you guys. Today I'm going to do something new for you guys. It's going to be short, concise, and sweet, and I hope it benefits each and every one of you guys. And it's the quote of the day. I'm going to make it real short, but it's as follows. The best sports bettors aren't chasing wins, they're chasing value. Find the edge and the wins will follow. A lot of you guys are betting with no system, just fading the public. And that's not a real system, guys. You need to have a process that you follow every single day that determines what you're gonna play is without emotion, all data driven, guys. So hope that helps out. And obviously, if you guys are learning, if you guys are growing, if you guys are winning, which you guys are if you're following this YouTube, if you're new, just give it this week and you'll see how much you're gonna be up. Share the show with some buddies. That's all I ask for in return. Like this video, shoot a comment, and obviously subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on any analysis or winners, guys. Now, big announcement lined up before I start today's analysis, and it's the following, guys. 2 weeks ago, I started a challenge. I had to stop because the Hard Rock banned me, but I'm starting it again today. I'm growing my account from $5,000 to $100,000, guys. And I'm gonna be doing this specifically with a group of people that wanna join and grow their bankroll. I'm gonna be having some of the picks here for free, but not all of them. As you guys know, on the weekends, it's only for VIP and people that have my picks, not on YouTube. So if you guys are interested in this challenge, I'll be growing it with you guys, telling you guys when to scale. Your units are gonna be tracked. I'm gonna tell you every little thing depending on where you start off. You don't have to start off with 5,000. You can start off with 1,000, 500, 2,000. It doesn't have to be 5,000. This challenge will be aggressive. Today, we're starting with 5,000. Today's bet's gonna be 2,000. So we're risking close to 50% of the bankroll in this one play. So I wanna let you guys know that because it is an aggressive style growth, especially in the beginning. But if you guys are interested in that, click the link below, get the challenge package, and grow it to $100,000 with me. Now, let's get to today's main action. As you guys can see, November, always want to show you guys my results. November right now sitting at $8,986 in profit. The goal is to hit $20,000. That's my goal every single month. These past few months have been above that. This month, we're in target to hit that goal. Today's plays, guys, we got a lot of NBA and NFL. We got one NFL and 5 NBA plays, guys. And NFL, I'm finding it a little bit weird today. My lean, I'm just going to share with you guys, is the Dolphins. I'd get that point up to 3. It's at 2.5 right now. You look at the game, yes, the Rams are healthy and playing well and on a streak. They've won the last few games, whereas the Dolphins have been struggling. But the Dolphins are fighting for their lives. Now, a key component to that game is Tyreek Hill. He's questionable. He hasn't really been practicing, so you guys want to pay attention because he's a key component for that team. He hasn't been showing up much, but they need to use him if they want to start winning games. So factor that in. Now for today's game, not the greatest games, but there is one that really stands out to me. And it's the Sacramento Kings at San Antonio Spurs. This line opened up at 2 and is still sitting at the 2 mark. Money and support right now is pretty lopsided going to the Sacramento Kings. 78% of the bets going to the Sacramento Kings and 73% of the money on the spread. On the money line, it's a little bit more. 82% of the money going to the Kings. And obviously so, right? They just came from a big win yesterday against the Phoenix Suns. They're playing well, the best team in the league when it comes to free throw rates and other components. And they're playing a San Antonio Spurs team that's young and a little bit vulnerable. Let's call it what it is, right? Especially when it comes to turnovering the ball. Now, factors that I'm looking at for this game. Head-to-head, Sacramento has been dominant, and they have been, right? San Antonio hasn't been the same team since Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, and Tim Duncan left. They've been trying to find their identity ever since, and I believe they are in a good spot now with Chris Paul and these 2 rookies that they brought in, Casso and Victor, right? The French sensation that everybody's in love with. Now, when was the line this low for this matchup? The last time that happens was November 10th, 2021, and San Antonio won that game pretty easily. The line has been always pretty big over the past few years for Sacramento because they've been the better team. So this line, I'm sure it's a little bit funky for you too. +1.5, I had this more at my +3, +4, +1.5. There's no injuries. What's going on? What's going on is the following. Sacramento played yesterday and they played away. This season, their losses majority of the time have come away, and this exact same situation happened in November 1st. They played in Atlanta, and then they had a back-to-back, and they went to Toronto. They were a 9-point favorite, and they lost on the back-to-back. And this is the same situation. They were away in Phoenix, and now they're going to San Antonio on a back-to-back on a hard game at the end of the day because San Antonio is a little bit more rested. 2 days worth of rest versus Sacramento, where it's 1 day of rest. When you look at San Antonio as well, their losses for the most part have come away. They've been playing really well at home for the most part, winning, if not keeping it close. They lost versus Utah last time out by 1 point. Other than that, they beat Portland versus Minnesota. They beat Minnesota. They beat the Rockets in San Antonio, and then they lost the second one back-to-back. Not back-to-back, but 2 days later, they lost it to Houston. So, trends that are leaning more towards San Antonio in this situation. When we look at the main points that I like to look at, right? Rebounding, a key point for basketball. San Antonio leads the way both offensively, rebounding, and defensive rebounds as well. When it comes to free throw percentage, Sacramento leads the league. They're number one when it comes to free throw percentages, but a key component for this game is one that I don't think many people are factoring in is Sacramento struggling big time when it comes to shooting the three ball. And that's key at the end of the day, especially in today's NBA. Shooting the three ball goes a long way versus any team. And versus a team like San Antonio, they're not the best at shooting three. As a matter of fact, they're not even in the top half. But Sacramento's sitting in the bottom three right now when it comes to shooting that three ball. So they're depending a lot on Sabonis, DeRozan, and Fox driving in, getting to the free throw line, facing a team with Victor, the center. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, as you guys can probably already notice that. That's why I'm saying Victor. But he's a guy that's leading right now when it comes to blocks. So components that matter to me are field goal percentage. Sacramento leads the way in that, plain and simple. Free throw percentages as well, and turnovers, they lead the way. Rebounding and pace per play, points per possession, that's where the San Antonio Spurs have the lead in this situation. To me, this line is funky, and catching the Spurs a little bit more rested and the Kings on a back-to-back after we saw what happened to them in Toronto after facing a back-to-back away, I am leaning towards the San Antonio Spurs right now at +2, guys. I do like this. I like them to win outright. Catching them at +2 is a gift. Now, very similar to last week, guys, I will be posting the ticket in my Instagram. At AF Sports, I've left the link below. Follow that Instagram. I will be posting it today. Make sure you see my ticket before placing the bet. I want to factor in injuries. A couple injuries right now. Malik Monk, he's a game-time decision today. So that's going to factor my play a little bit to see where I'm taking and at what odds. So follow me on Instagram. Give you the analysis here. I'll be posting it for free, guys. Do not worry. I will post it for free, and we'll continue winning. 5-1 NBA run. Today we'll make it 6-1, and today this is the start of the challenge. I'll be posting today's play for free for the challenge, but tomorrow and moving forward it will not be for free. So if you guys want to grow your bankroll to end the year on a high note and have a beautiful Christmas, click that link and let's start winning. That's it for today, guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.